I know I'm allegedly thinking of how I may see it in my head. So I don't know how things may go, but this is what I want to let y'all know. If the sheriff department in the city of Deerfield commissioner or city council says that the head sheriff made a threat and he is now working remotely from home. Oh, somebody else recognized that threat. And when you have a sheriff talking to other sheriffs that he has the power within his department to go nuclear and destroy somebody. I've been complaining for the last 3 years about what they've been doing. So what do you think they're actually doing to normal civilians? If you have a city council that is scared to go outside his home because of a threat, and there were just words, there was the actions, and then you realize that, hey, in Palm Beach, they caught a guy with machine guns and weapons at the airport. And you think about, oh, they said they do their job. Go to the airport and do the same exact thing. I guarantee you nobody will run up on you. And here's a simple fix to fix all them things. Tony may be doing a great job, but a couple years back, 911 is losing people now for what? Because couldn't get an increase. But yet, a year later, there's a $20 million change order in the new building. But yet, 911 wasn't getting paid enough money to even stay. And they had a big council meeting about it. So now it's about, oh, this department's not getting no money. And the police officers are out there risking their job and doing this and got a 92% rating. And when you start throwing around, I'm the best sheriff ever in this position, some things has got to people's heads. Because in your eyes, and maybe the eyes that you're telling people, and then telling other officers to denounce their friendship with him or do this and do that, somewhere that officer who used to work for Mr. Tony understands what they do. Hence the reason him and his family under protection. They don't waste city money on allegations, or do they? You see the government money that the county brings in. I will post it. If you can say nuclear and get police officers to denounce their friends or people they support off of your leadership, what can you do to other officers to make them do your dirt and not think your dirt is unwarranted? Maybe doing an investigation under people. Maybe trying to ruin somebody. And if you read between the lines, one of the words he did say was anybody in the county. Means something. And those who under the watch of Tony, and somebody who says we can't handle this in a different manner for me to go nuclear, what happened to let's bring the people involved, not build a sheriff department to go against a city councilman? What power are you reaching out and stressing? What message are you sending to those who are new in the department? I have to follow my leader. I have to follow my leader. I may not be in the sheriff departments or in the police departments, but if I was, I would listen to my team and not threaten my team to denounce friendships over politics. I will ask them to reach out to your friend and ask, how can we come to a better understanding? Where do you see that I'm doing things wrong? And how can we make it better for the community? When you believe you're above everything, you're not above God. So the tactics that you play, the manipulations that you put on people, see the power that he has to go around and make sure he ruins other civilians' lives. He can make up cases, and now you understand that he can put other cops in situations to where they got to do his work. Or fear getting put nuclear on. Because he has the power inside the police departments. And anyone to say, thanks goodness I recorded it. How do you have such vengeance over one man? And that one man says, hey, maybe my police department in the area that I'm in will be better off with his own department. It's about the community and what's best for the community. Every officer signed up knowing their obligation and knowing their pay scale. Now, do I believe, are they supposed to get more? When in the county, you need more because of what? The payouts that the cops have to do for other cases that goes completely wrong, completely nuclear wrong. Let's say that the officers that left the scene and left that lady and her family, who pays for that? The county. See, the county has to pay for other cops' fuck-ups. Now, within the budget, that money comes out. So now you're budgeting enough money to make sure all the fuck-ups you do are covered. Maybe Deerfield is different. Go watch the video and look at the demeanor at everyone who's on that meeting. Everybody was still paused. Because guess what? Body movement tells everything. Watch the stances. Watch the blinks of the eyes. Go back, zoom in. For everybody who Mr. Top Cop has psychology degrees, they're trying to do things to manipulate people. Go back and watch their eyes when he's saying certain things. You're talking about another official, another cop, ex-cop, that you want to go nuclear on. Overpay. But yet, previously you couldn't pay 911 enough money and had to go in there and rebudget it and talk. over 7,000 missed 911 calls, where the community couldn't do their job because all of a sudden they didn't have enough money. But yet, a year later, the $20 million order changed for the building. I do construction and work for Styles Construction. I know Mike. And I'm one of those sites that did their punch list. Do you know what it takes to do a change order? I went back and did the checklist, which means when the contract was done, I went back and helped redo things that didn't work properly. Re-level things off, doors didn't close properly, walls wasn't set directly, things wasn't filled in to certain capacities. I know what it takes. I know what the contractor takes. $20 million change order. Paid by the money that comes in. That's $786 million that they get. But yet, you're going nuclear on another ex-officer over he wants to bring his own department to Deerfield. I want you to look at the tactics. Then look at the tactics. If I want to mess with a normal civilian, I can put my team on a normal civilian and nobody know anything because of the power that I have inside this department. Which means that we don't know that certain cops may get clemency to do certain things. Certain things may be wiped off the table if cops do certain things. I want y'all to really pay attention. And it goes deeper. Once again, think about a man who's an ex-cop who used to work underneath him. You don't think he knows the powers that he's talking about? Going nuclear means destroying everything that you have. How do you go about destroying a city councilman's everything he has? Nuclear means there's nothing left. That means you're going after everything he has. You're going to mess with everything. All his entities, his family, his this, his that. Not directly, but indirectly. Causing problems amongst the things they need. Just think what they do to normal civilians. Here's a real simple fix. Have Doge come in and run all their phone numbers. Have that system that you have that you can go back and check everybody's information and tie their phones to everything. If the city allows a man who used to be an ex-officer, who can protect himself, who has guns, stay in his house and work remotely, that means there's other things that you're doing out here in this world that ain't right. The power they have to ruin people, he stated. Within his department, he has the power to go nuclear, to destroy everything around you. I've been complaining for years. I can't work remotely from my home. My jobs have me in the community. My jobs have me out in this world. You know what that means? it's easy to make things go the way they want it to go. As far as locking people up and Baker acting them, as far as getting I-9 security team that's all ex-officers, they have the power within the police department to ruin people's lives whenever they choose to. It's not the power the sheriff's department is supposed to have. Serve the community. If there's a formula for Deerfield to become their own entity, and then police officers get more money, why are you not supporting what's best for the community? Not what's best for pockets. That increase they're getting, them cops will get an increase, but it won't be as much as they think it will be. Why not create different avenues for them cops to do extra work? So what you're saying, Deerfield Police Department is underpaid than Fort Lauderdale. How? How is there not an equal board for all the sheriff departments? It's under one sheriff, all that money coming in. How's all the cops getting paid different in the areas? You can raise $1 million to go against this. But I don't see y'all at no non-profit organizations raising no money. You can raise $1 million to go against somebody. And that $1 million, I don't know, could be put towards paying them officers. And every year you just raise $1 million. And every year you raise $1 million and you donate it to the police department and you give them extra money and you get their family checks and you do things like that. You get $1 million. You can raise $1 million. You can raise $1 million. Every year do it. And then give back. But the way y'all give back is going nuclear from people who go against you. God sees everything. And God will install in people things that your psychology can never outsmart. So the things you're doing to people, them police officers and fire departments, the men knew. Then you look at the departments. Where's the diversity? Look at Deerfield's police department. How many other black men did you see in there? Open your eyes. Think with your mind. Look with your soul. And listen to the words. Now take them words and go against anybody who goes against him. What he would do to your life. And understand what I've been talking about for the last 3 years that have been happening with me. Tell Tiffany. She's the problem of all your problems. Y'all started something. And now God will finish it. God will handle y'all one way or another. On that note, I'm going to leave y'all because it's 20 minutes long, so we have to break this in pieces. But please believe God will make things work. When you think your psychology and your nuclear power on people will go and work, and you will force people to follow what you want to do. Sometimes you don't always have the best answers. Sometimes you need to listen. Like addresses from South Carolina where you came from. Under names of houses that belong to relatives worth $970,000. What happened to the world? What happened to the honor and that badge for you to threaten to go nuclear on any human being and have the power to do so? What gives you the right? One of my cop friends told me, Lee, with great power comes great responsibility. You have a chance to change. God never gives up on those who's working on themselves. Wake up, community. All you good cops, wake up. When Miss Battle had her lawsuit, they went on the same thing with her. Following her around, couldn't do this, couldn't get a job, couldn't do that. Let's go on nuclear. When people get assaulted, and you want to make sure they stay there so they can't make their lawsuits. Nobody has the right to tell the world or the people to denounce their friendship and the power they have to go nuclear. You're trying to put fear in every cop's heart. That's not right. Because those who see between the lines and understand the powers that you're talking about don't want them ever to come on their families. Y'all wake up. Because I've been telling y'all this for years. But I'm crazy. The evidence is here. The following around. The documentations, going to jobs, saying this, saying that. Putting people in my cars, trying to do this, trying to do that. Doing whatever it takes. And try to make sure you ruin a good man. Because you can go nuclear on anybody you want to. And you have the power within your police departments. May God have mercy on your soul. May my God have mercy on your soul. And when you turn back to the real God that you're supposed to serve, make sure you hit your knees. And make sure you say, B is praying for me. Y'all be safe. And pray that they don't go nuclear on you because you go against them.